3, 2, 1. Welcome. This is it looks like we're doing good here. We missed last week.
We did.
Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Welcome to Storytime with CC the Gay and AB the Straight.
AB the Straight.
I am your host, CC Bush, and this is also your host,
AB. I'm trying to go an alias, but
because you're always so. This is me, and this is who I am, and today it's like this ain't me, and that's not what it was.
Yeah, well, Okay. Okay.
Anyway, so I have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to talk about, and we only have a little bit of time to talk. Shit, we don't have set your timer for 1 hour, please.
Okay.
We're gonna have to actually set your timer for 59 minutes now, if you can. Okay. So while you're doing that, so on this, if this is your first time joining us on this, what we do is talk about my story time, it's my adventures, and Adrian's story time. God damn it! And AB's story time and AB's adventure.
Just forget it.
Okay, I'm gonna get there. And well, today, you know what? It's loyalty, and we're just gonna dive right on into it.
I feel like what happened?
Silent vibrate.
What happened?
So what happened was I work in an industry where I help I help get logistics things across the company. I help get freight across the country. And I had a carrier that, I really supported. I really helped. I tried to, help them get out there and get their things together and, their business off the ground, et cetera, and help them become a good carrier. Stung me in the back. Decided.
Okay.
Well, I would say after helping them for a while, then they decided that they're going to, just do something. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Hey, it is what it is. And then that makes me think in my head, I'm here processing it. Well, really, honestly, Cece, was it because you gave too much? And then I'm like, well, really, what did I give? What did I give other than honesty?
Well, and I mean, you told me the situation, but I honestly feel like that's work. And so at loyalty, them hoes ain't loyal. Your job is not going to be loyal to you. You might have one, you are, because they will walk over your dead body. And unless you got that.
It was a carrier, not
right. So that's what I'm saying. Same. I mean, so unless you got that one good coworker, you got that one that's your solid, that's your, that's your cellmate.
Yeah.
But other than that, just the randos at work. You putting too much on it.
Well, I don't care about the randos at work.
No. Well, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, unless you had a relationship with this person.
No, it wasn't like that. Like you said, I guess it was because I was cool about it. At first we started, I was cool.
Well, I think what happened was the fact that they doubted your word. I don't think it's loyalty on their part. You told them X, and then they went behind your back to find out. And they did what? They fucked around and found out that you were right, and it burned them.
It burned them. They got burned.
I mean,
they were burned and got burned.
And that's what I'm saying. So okay, loyalty. So here we go. If you're not loyal to somebody, and then you go and try to do some ill nana, then you know what? You're gonna fuck around and find out.
The most tragic way.
I mean, and so especially to me at work, it's like, dude, I can go on and on. Can't understand how it lasts so long. But I'm telling you, at work, I'm like, fuck them. Yeah. Because, and the reason being is because they will fuck you over in a heartbeat and call it business. And so I think that's the problem with employees is that especially our generation, we saw our parents working at whether it was GM or whether it was at, a job for 25 years and, putting in blood, sweat, and tears and getting a gold watch. But at the end of the day, they would have got laid off, fired, whatever. So the company, you can't take work personally. Now, one person, but like that dude, he didn't owe you nothing. You didn't owe him anything. What you owed him was the truth. And that's what you told him.
That's what I say. Yeah, I guess I did.
And so I think that's why you're kind of in your feelings, because he doubted your word.
Thank you for that.
That
helped me,
because it's not him not being loyal. It's like why we go? Well, because it's like, why would you doubt what I said? Okay, well you did, and now you
It
understand
literally
I was
found,
right.
yeah,
And
you
now
found out.
he's jacked up. And you know what you have to say? I think I said it earlier. If I can just go back to that
Ding.
old adage, what was it? Goody goody gumdrops.
That's it. And bitty bitty bum bye.
I'm a damn bitty bitty bum. I
Bum.
mean, I mean, that was
That's
the
how it is.
quintessential definition of fuck around and find out.
And I mean, and it happened so rapidly because they had to call and ask me for my help, and that's how I found out. So I guess it was like the universe was like, oh wait, hey, by the way,
Well,
this right here happened, and you should know about it.
well,
Like,
right.
yeah. The universe
And
like,
so
by the way,
but see, that's what. But I mean, our everybody tells us old people. We old people now, but the shit
yeah.
rises to the top. Everything in the dark comes to light. You know,
Yes, that's
unless
true.
you're a
But
woman, and women, we know that we can keep our stuff
see, and you
hidden.
said I have
But
no women's
anyway,
intuition. That is my intuition right there.
right.
Because I'm like,
Because,
I know you be lying to me, and I'm like, but it's cool. It's
but
whatever.
I just think that we have to learn to, and I'm not good at it either, separating work emotions from regular outside of work emotions. Like, why is he talking about me? Because my boss is on some mess, and I know he has badmouthed me. But the thing is, all I have is your reputation. So I think that's how you feel.
You mean the reputation that he said he went to U of H, but he only went to Lone Star? No shade on Lone Star. That's my no shade. But don't lie and say you went to U of H.
Right, he's a liar. But I think the thing is that we do, because we work very hard and we have a good work ethic. And when someone doubts that or calls into question what you say, you're like, but wait, I've been doing this for I don't know how long.
Do you think we get like that in relationships?
Oh, 100%. I mean, 100%. Because, and that's what I'm saying, relationship loyalty is a lot different and much more complex, because I think friendships, like you have friendships, of course, and then you have romantic friendship relationships. Friendship loyalty, I think it has layers to it, because then you have some friends that are like, oh, you're not loyal because you went out with a different crew. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you have that loyalty, or you have the loyalty where, okay, then you realize, okay, if you tell them something in confidence and they go and tell your business, then they're not being loyal. And so then you have to then say, well, they weren't really your friend, right? Because if they're not keeping your confidence. So I think loyalty in, let's say, romantic relationships, because that's why we're here, that's tricky. Because what does that mean? Like, what loyal, like what? I don't know what that means, because a lot of people don't want to communicate and lay out the parameters of what their relationship is. And so therefore, if you don't know what your relationship is and you don't have a parameter, then how am I supposed to be loyal? Am I supposed to be loyal because I'm only sleeping with you? But did we talk about that?
Yeah. Like, how wrong are we?
Well, my thing is, unless it is that we're in a monogamous committed relationship and you said it and I said it and it was like, okay, break, that's what we doing. If not, then you can go see other people and I can go see other people. And I think that's where people get it wrong, when they're like, oh, he cheated on me. But did he? Or is it that you just didn't go see other people and now you mad?
Yikes.
Because you didn't do it first.
Because you didn't go see other people.
Because you didn't do it first. I'm just saying that's why. But that's why dating, there is no, to me, loyalty in dating. Right? Okay. Because dating, you're supposed to just be out meeting different people, this, that, and the third. Like, you're not supposed to be in a committed monogamous relationship. And I think people date. We've had this discussion that people date
just to be dating.
No, they date thinking, oh, okay, and on date 3, we're boyfriend, girlfriend.
My bad. Seriously, okay. But, well, yeah, and I guess that's a part of having the fantasy. Like the...
Right. And sometimes we need to be
reeled in.
Back to reality. Rabbity. Exactly.
So I would think, well, okay, now that kind of thing that happened today, I know that like goes into like, well, I guess that was our story time. like somebody tried to go around me, and then they went to a person that was horrible, and that horrible person effed them over. And I think, like you said, now it's starting. I'm having to process that in real time. So forgive me if I kind of stray off for a second. But you're right. It's because I got upset because it didn't, like, it questioned my integrity. Like, don't question my, because see, in my industry, people will question your integrity all the time, even after you just did something that's very upstanding.
Right.
And I'm like, I just saved 6 kids off a burning bus in the surrounding building, and you want to say I didn't do so? Oh, okay, I get it. Right, bet. Even in this situation, okay. Do you or have you ever had a friend that someone you considered a really close friend question your integrity?
Yes.
How did that feel? How did that make you feel?
Well, it made me feel less than, and really it took, and it was, let me tell you, it was a male friend slash, interest, flirting around or whatever. And it was some crazy mess that he like questioned if I said something to somebody about him. And I don't lie. Yeah, I did. Mm-hmm. I wasn't supposed to. Because it wasn't like he robbed a bank or anything. It was just like, oh, I know him, you know him. It was kind of like meeting people, and he felt like I was talking behind his back. And I was like, no, we were just saying that we know the same people, and just saying, oh, I know him, you know him. Oh, do you know blah, 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 blah. And he felt like, I was like talking ill about him. Well, reality is that he had done some ill stuff to this person that I was talking to's person, and I didn't even know it. And so when it comes to me, they were like, oh, he was dating her and did her dirty. Oh, shit, I didn't know. And so he took that thinking that I was, down in the dirt gossiping about him. And so he was like, well, you're not loyal. And then that begged the question, loyal to what? Loyal to what? Who? Loyal did, the fact that now I know the dirt that you've done, and now that you're like embarrassed or whatever, but that has nothing to do with me. Do you know? And so he felt that I was talking behind his back, and it really did change the trajectory of our friendship, if you will, because we were kind of getting reacquainted or whatever. And what it showed me of him was you have a very loose definition of what a friend is. Do you know? And if it is that you are going to do some stuff in the dark, be prepared for it to come out in the light. Because all I was saying to my homegirl was like, oh, you know him? I know him too. Oh, and she was like, well, do you know X? No, I don't know them. Oh, well, he used to date her and he, did her dirty. Oh, okay. Well, I don't. No, and the fact of the matter is, let's just go here. We be putting too much on somebody doing somebody dirty. Like, what does that really mean?
According to who?
According to who?
Dirty.
What is dirty? Like,
is it dirty because it triggered one of your past traumas, or is it dirty because of the integrity of the situation? Like, define dirty.
Okay, dirty in a relationship is when your ex don't pay rent and leaves you and your kids high and dry.
That's true.
That's dirty.
You're a disabled child.
Right. That's dirty. Dirty ain't, oh, I was at Applebee's and he walked in with another chick. That's not really done dirty. That meant that what? You did not have a definition of what it was loyalty was supposed to be.
That's it.
I mean,
the clear-cut definition is what they thought it was, and not you.
Right. And so therefore people don't communicate. For example, I don't think we've had a tete-a-tete since Thanksgiving, have we?
No.
That I saw Cowboy. Did we talk about this? I can't remember. Okay, if I did,
no, because we haven't.
But we haven't. Right. So I saw the Cowboy. And let's talk about loyalty. And so, you know what I said?
What?
How do you like to be loved? I said, what does it look like as far as communicating with you?
Hmm.
Like, is it every day? Is it once a week? Is it a check-in? What is it? And the fact that no, we did talk about this. And so, but that's what I mean
We didn't
by
talk about it on here.
oh, we didn't talk about it. I could have sworn we did. Okay, maybe I thought I had a microphone in front of me. So it's like you have to know the parameters of your relationship before you can even say that you have a relationship, especially romantically. I don't think it's horrible to ask the question, well, how do you want me to show up in your life? As your friend, is that once a week? Is that every day? What do you like? And he literally was like, I don't know. But you can tell me what you like in the bedroom. I think that's what we all need to figure out and
It's creative writing
realize.
101.
Huh?
It's creative writing 101.
Well, but I think everybody needs to figure out that they can know exactly what turns them on physically, but do you know what turns you on emotionally? Like what it is that you truly need, going beyond just the love languages. And see, from there, I think then you can start building on like loyalty. Like I know what it is that this person wants. I don't know. I was kind of on a tirade. Sorry. I'm just saying.
I'd like to pause right here to bring awareness to one of our sponsors. We have Black Swan Image Consulting. Black Swan Image Consulting has been around since 2020 and also has been, well, officially around since 2020. Black Swan started in a small little town in Kansas City, Kansas, and it grew to a larger environment in the world. Now, Black Swan is doing visual and digital consulting with people of all ages, grade sizes, price range,
Colors
budgets
and
from a
creeds.
prince to a popper. They will do closet consultations and they also will do image consulting as far as like what to wear, how to wear it, what's for your body. They also do bra fittings, and they also help men figure out their transition wardrobes from a corporate lifestyle to a, I would say, more on the go party wear lifestyle. People who are getting recently divorced or into new relationships or new parts of their life, Black Swan Image Consulting is also there to recommend restaurants, how to eat, what to do, fun ideas, and other things. Where you do come to Black Swan, don't forget to bring your wallet. And if you don't have a wallet, don't forget to get it on the retainer services that they do have. They do have budgets ranging starting from $100 to all the way to unlimited. She does have, excuse me, Black Swan does have a special going this month. Sign up this month for the into here until the end of the year, and Black Swan will give you one 30-minute virtual consultation for free. This does have limits and it does have parameters in it, so you're gonna have to act fast and get those together. I don't have the Instagram from. Do you know what Black Swan's image consulting Instagram or contact information is?
It is. It is at BLKSWN Consulting on Instagram. I think Black Swan Image Consulting also does presentations, like for, groups, lawyers, children, teens, etc. So,
do they have a website or a?
They do. It's www.blkswn consulting.com.
I'll put it at the bottom of the screen here. What is it again? It's okay. So we'll add it in there. Don't forget to go to Black Image Consulting, Black Swan Image Consulting, and it is a Black-owned, historically Black business.
Historically Black.
Historically Black business.
Yes. Okay.
So let's get back into it. So I would say now. Oh, you know what we did? Because now I remember turning corners.
Turning corners was last. And see, I thought I had turned the corner, and then I made a U-turn.
Yeah. No, it's not. I wouldn't say you made a U-turn. Are you calling every day and all this other stuff?
No, I'm not.
That's what I'm saying. You did turn a corner.
I did turn a corner, and I think that there was a conversation that needed to be had, and I just, when you like somebody, and you're just like, no, I think that you're a cool person, but that again, like I said in the Turning Corners episode, does not mean that I need to marry you. And I even said in the conversation that we had, I said, I don't need the 9 to 5. I don't need you to come home with a briefcase, sit down, and we talk about how your day was. I don't need that. I do not need you up under me every single day. I don't need you to smother me. Now, would I like to see the person twice a month? That's good for me. Like for real, like no joke. With everything that I have going on, twice a month, which I think is pretty, isn't that pretty average for dating?
Well, yeah, but now see that gets into wait, hold on, bring it back to loyalty. Because can you stick to 2 times a month?
I would be right, but here's my thing is, where do you start? Where do you say? So that's why I'm saying that people need to say what they want. I would like to see you 2 times a month.
Yeah, no, I understand. Like, where do you put the ground rule down without making it weird? Because then, see, people have like
I'm
this
weird.
thing. That's no, that's what I mean. If you say even like you're gonna do, I don't know. If you say you're gonna, you're telling them what to do, so then they feel trapped. That's what I mean.
Well, right. Like they have to be beholden to the once a week. But here's the thing. And I think we're all adults, right? So it's not like every Tuesday at 3 o'clock you have to call somebody. But I think it's just if we are dating and just dating, I think just a check in, I don't know. I just think that's polite because I feel like I treat the people that I date like I treat my friends. I want to know how you doing.
Well,
let me tell you, on the first date with the cowboy, I said, I treat people, I'm gonna treat you like my girlfriend. And he was like, I don't want to be treated like your girlfriend. Well, you would though. I mean, you would though, because if you know that my girlfriends, I treat them like they before all others. So that's the thing. I mean, Prince said it. If I was your girlfriend, you know? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's just, do y'all see my feet? Do you see what's happening? I feel like I'm like Lily Pushin.
No, why would you take out the pillow in the back?
No, I gotta have the pillow in the back. Because if I don't have the pillow in the back, no, I'm good. I'm good. Let's carry on. Nope, I just need, there we go.
There you go. You can push the mic back. You don't have to have
I can? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there's just something to be said for being 4'11". That it just is. It is what it is.
So moving forward, this week's story time with Cece the Gay comes into a retrospect of this guy likes me, right? And I was like, okay, I'm really okay with the nerd. You know, I love a good nerd.
Yeah.
And so the thing about most nerds they are ground zero.
Ground zero for what? Just ground zero? I mean, when it came over,
I was like, did you do laundry?
Oh God, not the laundry again. Okay, and if you didn't watch the last episode, you have no idea. You really did. No, that was the last episode. That was the last episode. So if you don't know doing laundry, Joe, you're gonna have to go back because okay, well, so move. So you have to do laundry.
And he was like, well,
I mean, that's your thing. You want somebody to do your laundry. That's your thing.
Ooh, don't do my laundry.
Don't do it. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Okay, anyway, moving on.
Do not do my laundry.
Laundry is a touchy subject.
That would be a last mistake because I love my laundry.
He does. We know. Trust me. It's you told us.
Technique. Don't put the technique. You're not the only one struggling on these chairs.
And nothing. These are your chairs.
Oh, okay, there we go. See, I don't need the pillow.
You don't need the pillow. I don't need the pillow. Okay. So you were like, did you do my laundry?
No. Do you need your laundry done? Because you stink.
Ew. He came over stinky?
And it's like, I'm like, whoa, bro, did you just not know you were going to somebody's house? Like,
ew.
And then I was like,
what did he smell like? Just like boo-boo?
Just like I haven't washed my clothes.
Like you just smell like outdoors, like fun.
I threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Ooh. So I mean, was he trying to come over and get jazzy, get frisky?
I told him I was not.
Because he was stinky. What is that?
He was originally wanting to come. Okay, so he's a nerd. So we started talking about Star Trek stuff. and he wanted to like.
I'm stuck on. He came over and started talking about Star Trek, but he was stinky.
We talked about Star Trek stuff before he got here.
Okay.
It was still daylight out when he came over.
Okay.
So I was like, all right. I was like, well, I'm getting ready to watch an episode of Star Trek. Gonna watch it. So he's like, I want to come over. Cool, come on. It's cool. It's great. It's cool.
Okay.
When that door opened and that hit me, I was like,
ew, wait a minute. The funk hit you before he walked in the building?
Yeah.
So we're going to call him Pigpen.
Yes!
So his name is Pigpen.
Like, I'm not
PP.
Like, oh my God. That's why we don't use names. But
right, Pigpen.
I was like, okay, bro, do you need...
yes, you do need. Ain't no question.
Here you go. Do you need a shower or something?
Was he trying to get frisky?
No. Yeah, he wanted to, but I'm
not if you stink. Who does that?
Like it was Star Trek, and because I'm a very literal person, and if I say I'm gonna watch, we finna watch.
You really finna watch it. Like it's not Netflix and chill. Not a Netflix. It's a chill. We about to watch.
And
Star
I said that
Trek.
very clear. I'm like, no, I'm for real, bro. If you don't, we're gonna watch it. Netflix, so we're gonna get something to eat after it. Like we're not having any kind of intercourse. Right. And he was like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm like, okay. And so I'm like, just to be clear. Because it's daytime.
Star Trek. Yeah, because it's Star Trek.
Well, you know what? They go my naive, stupid ass. Because I'm like, just because
it's daytime. I love a little afternoon delight, though.
Yeah, I'm not like that.
I do. I love a little afternoon delight.
I can be in the mood at 5 o'clock at 9 a.m. at work, and by the time 1600 come,
I love a little afternoon.
Don't touch me.
Ooh,
I can't do it at lunch break because then I'm like, I gotta switch. I gotta switch my way of thinking.
Oh, I love it. You're so much more relaxed after. Okay, moving on. So it came over. Pigpen.
I would still be throwing it down after that hour.
Okay.
I don't even know what. I don't even know what a quickie look like. A quickie for me is probably a good 2 hours, maybe 1 hour. That's a good. Like I need to get about 3 or 4.
I hope you have sound effects of me blinking.
Blink, blink, blink. I have to get like 3, 4, 5 in.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Let's get back to Star Trek then, because that's. Okay, I think we need
to. No.
Focus. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, maybe 5 or 6 in. But anyway, so the good old days. So I'm like,
never had those good old days.
He said, "Hey, I brought over some snacks," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." Granted, they came from the grocery store in the package with the receipts. Time and day.
But he was stinky, dude. I can't get off the stink. The fungus is among us.
So I didn't want to embarrass the guy because, hold on, he really was a nerd.
What does that have to do with his body odor?
Because in their world, it doesn't. They don't.
No, I'm gonna call. Remember, I said last time I need a bullshit button.
No.
I need a bullshit button. What does that mean? He's a nerd, so he don't know he needs to wash his ass.
I didn't say he don't know. He just he thinks oh, it'll be fine. Because when I was like, do you are you okay? Does your washer work? Is everything okay?
What?
He said, no, it's cool. He goes, so I said, oh, okay. I was like, well, you can take your shoes off and put them over here. Like, wait. I goes, be careful of the leaves and stuff right there. He goes, oh, it doesn't bother me. He goes, I use my dog as a bed, as a pillow. And I went, wait, I literally went like this.
Did you know him? He's your friend?
We haven't hung out.
Okay, so loyalty. Loyalty is if he's your friend.
Out and about.
Right. So loyalty would be if he is your friend, you need to be like, you know what, Pigpen.
That's what I'm saying. We only hung out 2 or 3 times, so we hadn't worked our way up to he.
You're comfortable enough to say you stink.
It was not that I wasn't comfortable enough. I couldn't chat GPT in my head how to say.
Please let me throw this in, and this is a very true story. And I'm telling on my I'm telling on myself.
Story time with
Right. So true story about shit you could tell people, but you have to be comfortable. Literally, someone told me that the crack of my ass was ashy. Like you should really put some lotion. Like, and I promise you, and it's like, and in my mind, you know how you lotion, but I don't be like, okay, let me get right there at the very top of the crack of my ass, ashy. But true story. So I guess you do get comfortable in telling people what they need. But let me tell you what, I don't know. It's that is a true story.
Oh,
that
shit.
the crack of my ass at the top, I guess it was ashy. I didn't know.
To ass shit crack.
It didn't stop a show, but yeah, crack. It was. But let me tell you, it was like, you should really put some lotion right there at the top of your ass.
Because he hadn't had the Adrian, I had to. It's like sometimes if I know that somebody is like,
I mean, stinky. I understand.
No, mentally, like if you don't know me, like you know me, but because listen. When I said something along the lines of, I think Mr. Spock is so hot, he said, "How could you think Mr. Spock is hot? He's not even a real person." And I went,
Leonard Nimoy is a real person.
No, the character. So I was like, shit. Like, you are really, like, literal.
What do you mean he's not a real person?
Spock is not, like, the character is not a real person. Leonard Nimoy is a real person.
Right.
But Mr. Spock is not a real person.
Oh, okay. So he couldn't just let you live in a fancy? Like, again, I ask, what the fuck that has to do with him being stinky?
But then you could play video games.
And not wash your butt.
That's why he don't wash. That's why I was like, hold on, because when we hung out, we were out somewhere, so I didn't really, I couldn't
smell him. There was no wind. Okay.
Oh.
There was no wind to blow.
Correct.
I wouldn't in your
business, and I wasn't trying to be. But when you open that door, I was like, you smell like a wet dog.
Oh, that's the worst, dude. That is the worst. Yeah. Okay, well.
I think at me being sweet CC, I'm just like, hey, do you want to like run through my water sprinkler with some Dawn dishwashing liquid? But I didn't say it like that.
How is that sweet CC?
I didn't say it like that. I just said that. I had to sit here and figure out how can I. And then every time I tell somebody something like this, they're like, you should have said this. I'm just like, see, yeah, I don't think. Right now, at the time, I cannot chat GPT and answer enough to say, you funky bitch. Like, that's all I want to say. So what I ended up saying was, hey, now I know you use your dog as a bed, but I think it's time that you
wash your dog. I don't know.
Your clothes. Because it smells like your dog.
Okay, well, that was a polite way to say it.
Yeah.
Your clothes smell like your dog, i.e., you stink, don't sit on my couch.
So he was like, well, it's leather. I can wipe that down. It was okay. So then he was like, oh, he goes, I didn't even, I don't pay attention to stuff like that. And I was like, wait, face totally went, you know who to what? Oh, okay. So, and that's when I have to go like, all right, well, maybe, just maybe, he can find somebody that can help him with that. So anyway,
okay, but it's not you.
It was not me. Okay. So I have had to distance myself from him. Now I did like him because the times we hung out, not when he came over to my house.
That was it. That was it.
Fucked it up. But, for real, because I'm not finna like teach somebody how to take a bath. So but when he was out, he was really smart, and so I'm like, oh, you would be the kind of nerdy smart guy that I like. But I would have to, and then he's like, well, you could be really honest with me. And I was like, no, I can't, because and honest doesn't mean rude.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't. No. I agree.
I get that. Like today, when I text the carrier, I'm like, look, listen, I understand you have to do what's best for your company, and I understand that's you did great.
Mm.
But you went behind my back and you did the things that you did,
Right.
and those are the ones that you you're going to soon hear after regret.
Right.
So I just want to say thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a great day.
Right.
But this one you don't have any work with me. Sorry, I can't help you.
Well, I can see where could be awkward to tell someone that they don't smell great.
Right.
I could see that. I don't think that would be. So, did you basically end it with pig? Like you don't hang with Pigpen anymore?
Oh no, I have said that we are on two different kinds of like playing fields. We're the same age and we're in two different playing fields.
Well, yeah, because he's in the garbage dump because he
He's a
stinks.
child, basically. Like, do you even know what? I cannot
He doesn't.
DOIT, and
I cannot do
I
DOIT.
cannot DOIT.
I love it. Yeah.
Like I can't. Even like some guys, like I talked to, like you want to brush their fucking teeth, and I'm just like, bro,
What
run.
is happening? Okay, and so I think let's talk about the stigma and the stereotype that it
Yes,
is
so
gay
the
men.
gay men are not. Let me get in the microphone so you can hear what I gotta say. Listen, gay men are nasty, okay? Especially the ones that like if a straight man tells me that he wants to like try to have sex with me for the first time, my answer to that is not no, but hell no. Because you don't know how to clean out your booty hole. And that's just the way it's gonna go. I'm sorry. I'm not fighting through corn and chili because the day you decide you want to go to the fucking Mexican restaurant and then have somebody run up in your booty hole after. It's not. You're screaming too close to the microphone.
No, I'm not.
You can't.
I am like a goat bleeding. It was the run through the booty hole for me.
You cannot have me run through your booty hole after it. And then the ones that just really like, and they be like, hey, I want to try the first time. Man, bro, you need to go try that shit with something inanimate, like a fucking dildo. Not me. Okay? Not me. And then the ones that offer Kim is like, you be like, hey, did you clean? They be like, yeah, I clean. And then all of a sudden, you meet up with them and you're like, no, bro, you smell like you smell like ass. You smell like the inside of a track meet. You smell like the locker room in a motherfucking high school gym. Not gonna do it. And then they were like, what you talking about? What's wrong with that? Bitch, sometimes, do you know what I have done? I have literally, if a dude's dick stink, I have rubbed their dick and then literally rubbed their face with it. Like, do you know how many fights I have had to bro, I would lock you the fuck back with your own shit. And then this one the worst. The worst is when they decide that they want to tell you that no, that I'm clean, I haven't done anything, blah blah, woo woo woo. And then you get here, you get with them and whatever, not get here, but you get with them. And then it's like, so you want to walk me through what the skid mark is in the bottom of your pants, bro? Like, you are a grown ass man. I see why your wife don't want to touch you. I honestly see why your wife or significant other don't want to touch you. And then the ones,
mostly the Latino guys that try to hit on me, mostly of them.
They
don't say that.
It is because in my field, you hear what I had to say after.
Okay, I'm just saying.
They don't like to put water in their butt because they're like, I don't want to put water in there. I'm like, wait, you what? No, I don't want to put water in there. I'm like, wait, that's how you clean. You like at least flush it out. I know that's not something you do every day, but at least, in the practice of this, you gotta do some stuff. Like, it ain't for the weak, and obviously it ain't for them. And then, oh my God, give me the lazy one. Somebody, you want somebody to fuck you? You're lazy. You are too lazy to wipe your ass, let alone back that ass up for somebody. Are you fucking serious? The ones on the app kill me the most. Like, their profile be blank for wanting to meet up. Bitch, you got a blank profile. You too lazy to follow a profile. You think you're not too lazy to clean out your asshole? Bro, never mind. I'm good. Yeah, it's hard out here for a homo and a sexual. It is so hard. And so, to the next commercial break, what we're going to do is
I literally have no words about that diatribe that just happened.
Then
I can't add to
the next section. Hold that thought.
is Summer's Eve douche to clean
They
out
ain't
your
paying.
booty hole?
I'm a bleep that because they ain't paying us. And if they want to, I got you.
Okay.
But actually, you should use something else, not that. But anyway, and the next portion of this is brought to you and paid for by CC Brick Photography. CC Brick Photography specializes in implied nude photography and has shot all over the world, from runways to college events, sporting events, and any kind of anything dealing with family photography, as well as solos and portraits. You need a picture of it, you name it. CC Brick Photography is also a subsidiary of the Metallic Sunflower, one of the best nurseries in this little old state of Texas. But cleaning out your booty hole is
I am like, that was so much information compacted.
Call a nugget.
I mean, that was a lot of information for our viewers, but I think that now you understand why it is CC the gay and AB the straight.
It is
because I am like, I don't, but see, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sharing.
Ladies,
but
if you can tell if your man is cheating on you, you can tell if your man if your man goes out at night and is if they too lazy to wipe their ass, you can rest assured that they're getting fucked in it. I can rest assure you, because I promise you. And then if they don't ever wash their dick, you can rest assured they're trying to get it sucked. I can guarantee to you that.
Wait a minute. So you're saying if they do not wash it, that they are trying to get fellatio?
Why, you ask?
Why?
Because if they too lazy to wash it and their wives don't want to fucking deal with it, they're gonna go somewhere else who probably might like it.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I like a little, man smell. I like a man smell.
Yeah, I didn't say that, Adrian. I said you don't wash your dick, i.e., you drop your pants, a motherfucking tear comes to your eye. Like,
okay.
Who?
I don't know. Who? I have not run across that nasty dude.
Because they're over with the homosexuals.
Okay. And I don't know what to say on that.
Yeah,
okay. Because this is where we learn about all different worlds. And let me look in all the cameras like Stanley Roper. That's what we learn. Because I have absolutely nothing to add to that topic.
I mean, it would be one thing if they were like,
it is really frustrating you. You are really frustrated.
Ooh, girl.
Because somebody with some nasty
that
smells wants you to be loyal.
My soul. And it's not that they
what was that noise?
That's me digesting.
I don't know about this episode. This is a lot. What are you gonna name this? Run out through your loyalty and running out through your booty hole. I don't even know. Like, yeah, I think something happened. Okay.
What's our time check?
I mean, we are like, I think we got like 10 minutes. Yeah, we're at 16. We got 16 minutes.
So on track, but not on track. It's like,
what is that?
I'm getting my 22-inch beard together.
Okay.
So it's back to loyalty. Sorry, you have to go on a tangent of how to not clean your booty hole.
I mean, because I think that personal hygiene is I mean,
some fucking hygiene.
I mean, I think it's like
it's true. It's like, okay, we've got on topic, because that's another thing. Like, that's another thing. Speaking of loyalty, it's like I have not had a serious relationship in so long, and then the reason a lot of the times I know my fault is Okay, well, if you hadn't been talking to this one dude, but then it's of course, if you don't know that the dude,
Right.
if something's going on with
Right.
him, it's like it's not really his time. But
Right.
then that's how I start getting tipped off. Like, okay, bro, you are straight, or you're seeing somebody else, or you're. I'm like,
and you know what? And I don't have that gene. I don't have that. Oh, they must be seeing somebody else. I have that.
you have a benefits.
You just don't want to
gene.
talk to me.
You have a benefits gene.
A benefits gene?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
Well, maybe you know what. Maybe they have 5 small children. They just don't know how to tell me. So I'm just gonna leave them.
No. My thing is they don't want to talk to me. So I don't think, they're talking to somebody else. I'm like, they just don't want to talk to me because, like I said in the first episode, infidelity and dating someone else is not my non-negotiable because we had not set the parameters. So I'm not going to be like, he hasn't called because he's seeing somebody else. It's like, he hasn't called because he don't want to talk to me. So I take the other that part about
to part of that is right. Like if he wants to talk to me, he would call.
Right.
So no, I'm with you on. Hello.
Right.
I'm with you on that one. And that's having nothing else to say about.
But I think that it's just loyalty. First of all, loyalty and respect are thrown around so haphazardly because people are like, they're not loyal or you gonna give me some respect. What does that really mean? Especially when you're talking about in the dating realm. Is respect letting you know up front that someone's dating other people? Is that respect? Yeah. Or is it when it gets to a point?
That's basic communication.
But so that's what I'm saying. So, but when people are like, he disrespected me because he went out with somebody else. Well, what were the parameters?
Was it disrespect? But was it disrespect?
That's what I'm saying. Because I believe that those words are thrown around haphazardly. And so now they've lost their meaning. They lost their meaning or their power. Yeah. Because people are like, you disrespected me. How he disrespect you? Because he did, he cut you off in traffic, or he disrespected me because he dated someone else. But did you ask? Yeah. And so I think sometimes we're afraid to ask because we don't want to know the answer. And therefore, for example, DC. Okay. So we talked about DC. I have not heard from DC since DC? Thanksgiving. Right. Since Thanksgiving. I have not heard from him. He said, I'm going to call you when I get back in town. He has not called me. And he's not dead because he's posted on social media. He's not dead. And so, you know what? My thing is,
he was just waiting to go out of town to ghost you.
Well, but my thing is this. I'm okay. Because my thing is,
Agent, that's a lie. You've been crying yesterday over him.
No, I have not been crying over DC. I have not been crying over DC.
And B2 called me and told me that you were crying.
I'm not crying on DC. I'm not crying over DC. We all know the only person that is sending me through changes is that goddamn Cowboy. The only one to send me through changes. I ain't crying over DC. But my thing is this. It's like, the loyalty, respect. So if you say you're going to call and you don't, and so I ain't talked to you in like 2-3 weeks, okay, I got my answer because you don't want to talk to me. And so then we move on. But do I feel disrespected? No. Do I think the adult thing would have been, hey, it's not working. I just don't think that I can do this. And I would have said, agreed. Because I felt the same way. So I'm relieved because I was about to pull the plug and be honest. And I was really about to be honest and, tell him it's not working for me. This just doesn't work. So I think there's a level of maturity, to know and be able to say, hey, it was, great, while it lasted for the, umpteen minutes that it lasted. I'm so glad I got to know you. Good luck to you and yours. Exactly. Good luck to you and yours. If you're ever in, Houston, look me up. But just to be like, okay, I'm just never going to talk to you again. Okay. But that's where it becomes maturity. I don't feel disrespected. I don't feel like he didn't have any loyalty. I just feel like he lacked in maturity to be able to say, you know what, Adrian, think you're super cute, because he does. Okay.
Yes, nice little freckles.
And think loves my freckles, have a great smile.
He named your freckles.
But it just wasn't working for him because I mean he's in DC and I'm here. And that's okay.
Show this week. I know.
It's what?
Huh?
But it's okay. So I guess I think that it all does. Everything does come down to the communication. Because if it is that you want to not even have a long lasting relationship, but just a healthy dating relationship at a certain age, you really do have to come up off some bullshit.
I was at my brother and sister's church event this weekend thingy, and one of the people in their church who was their deacon board or what do you want to call it, he was a little sweet.
Okay.
And you know, I don't care that he was a little sweet. How much time we have? Because I'm trying to make sure to run time. I don't care he was a little sweet. He, let's just say, I felt that he was not
9 minutes
of the persuasion that he
portrayed. Yeah. Okay, yeah, a little sugar in his tank. That's fine.
But he said my wife for 14 years, and I'm just like,
well, you know, that's yeah.
Because his wife, I mean, that young man, he was married to, his wife was.
Well, she probably knew what was going on. Did they have kids? She might just want some kids.
I don't know.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know because he kept giving the jabs. He kept giving the subtle gay energy jabs. And I was like, bro.
Right, because he probably doesn't clean his booty hole.
He probably doesn't clean his booty hole.
I don't know.
Oh my God, the struggle is real. And then it'd be the ones that be like, oh, bro, let me try it. He'd be like, nah.
Okay, good. So he was giving you that vibe. And I know that's the term like down low, or that was the term like in the 90s on the down low.
They still say that.
They do, okay.
Or they say discreet.
Discreet? Oh.
I love when the apps they say discreet, but their pictures on there. Process it. Process it. Okay. I'm discreet. Your whole face is it.
Your whole face. Your whole face.
Like,
right. That, but that to me, it does go back to, I do feel a sense of sorrow for people that cannot live the life that they want to live, because I feel like they feel conflicted between the church and conflicted between their sexuality. Do you know? And, you know, I think if everyone just got out of everyone's business.
Well, it's not only that, the ones that are not even close to coming to the edge of the thresh want to tell you how to dictate your life.
Well, because those normally the ones who want to tell you how to do your life is because their life is in a shambles and they are conflicted within themselves.
No, the closeted ones. That's like, I can't meet, so we're gonna have to go over here. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up, how you gonna call a shot? But right. You ain't even
right. I can blow you all out the water.
This is not
with
your
dirty
wife,
booty
bro.
hole.
You ain't running shit here,
right?
Oh, they be like, well, y'all want to hook up, but I can only meet between this time. Bitch, I'm not meeting up with you. The fuck,
right?
Like, I'm not.
Right.
You are not a celebrity, and I am not running from the paparazzi to get hushed to it back up.
I don't understand. What?
Got me fucked up.
Right.
So it's like,
I think that, but don't you sometimes in a way feel bad for the closeted gay man?
No, that's why I mess with him.
But no. I'm not saying like for you to date or interact. You don't feel.
No, because it's like it's a lot of the times they don't want to come out because it's like their convenience, or they're either using somebody, and that if they do that, they're going to get cut off, or whatever they have. You know what I'm saying?
So you can pretty much ascertain or detect the difference between seriously, I'm scared, or my family will disown me, and between I just don't want to lose the lifestyle that I have.
Sometimes it's the same thing.
I think though it'd be kind of scared though if like your whole family's gonna disown you.
Well, you built your family on a lie. That's kind of your
Well,
fault.
I'm talking about like your brother, sister's mother, father, not.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you would have got this over with earlier, it's like, okay, hold on. In my
Mm,
opinion, and this is just because I came out, I wasn't scared. And
mm,
it's like, if you're gonna disown me, thank you, I appreciate it,
being
because it's
honest,
like you want me to sit here and lie to you. You want me to live your life,
lie.
and you're a lie. And I'm
Right,
like, that's not
right,
living.
right,
And then it's like, okay, you're comfortable, you come accustomed to that, and that works for you. But then it's
right,
like, that's how people use an excuse to treat you like shit. It's like
right.
you want to say all these right things and these great things, but yeah, you say that because you got a husband or wife at home waiting for you. So if this don't work out, you got something to fall back on. So it's easy for you to just say what you want to say and get somebody to do
Right.
whatever. Versus if you don't have that net to fall back on and you give yourself up to somebody and they hurt you, you don't have anybody to fall back on, so you're by yourself. So in
Hmm.
most cases, it's like, I don't want to give up that kind of say,
Gotcha. Security.
or they'll say, well, my job, this is like, your job has nothing to do with it, bro. Like,
Right.
seriously,
Right.
you will be very rich if your job decides to
Right.
do that
Right.
to
Right.
you.
Right. 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 Right.
So, and then it's like, okay, you'll use any excuse to not confront or face reality.
Hmm.
And, or if it's like, yeah, you come out of the closet, then it's real. Like, if
Yeah.
you do what you have to say, it's real. And
Right.
oops, we don't want it to be real.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. A lot of the guys don't live their lifestyle. Now, I do notice a difference in race. Like, a different Latin men will cheat on their wife in a heartbeat, and it's like,
You on these Latin men tonight,
because,
boy.
well, the black dudes will too. If the black dudes, I'm like, bro, are you married? If I follow you, have a space of a wife, girlfriend, get away from me. Get away from me.
Hmm.
I don't care if she's black or white. I could care less, because it's like, I don't want to. Nah, bro. Like, this lady don't even, or this person don't even know you're doing this.
Right.
And how could I? No, I'm good. It's really, I'm to the point where, like, anybody, I'm just kind of like, nah, I'm good, because like, you're
Like,
just here because now, or sometimes they'll be like, well, I just want something, long term. How do you want something long term? You got a wife. Oh, oh, and then I've seen it a lot of times. They'll say that you think it is good. You go on a couple of dates with them, and then they get
right.
what they want. I would say never hear from them again. I'm like, yeah, they love bombed you, and you fell for it.
I don't know, but you've said Latin so many times that, and this is so
Oh, because
horrible,
they
and I'm
do.
probably going to be canceled, but I want some tacos.
We should go get some potato, egg, and cheese ones.
I'm like, you
Yeah,
just said it too
no,
many
I mean,
times.
it's true. And then because if I open an app right now, it's mostly in this area, because in this area they didn't even have a lot here. And I'm like, where are you living? I've never seen it in my life. Okay, anyway, so seriously, not to say and I don't dislike anybody of, I mean, hell, you saw my 23andMe. It's here. It's in, but it's like, that's just sad. And then even one of the bodybuilders on like Instagram, he is in Barcelona or something like that, and then he like video calls me at like 3 in the morning or whatever. He's like with his dick in his. I'm like, bro, wait a minute, you got a whole girlfriend and you just like won an
And his
Olympia or
dick is
something.
dirty.
I don't know. It was small though. I don't know. I'm like, okay, bro. Like, wow. Like, you okay?
My hetero life is so boring.
We only have 2 minutes, right?
It is clearly boring. I think that you killed it because
Sorry,
my hetero
I didn't
life
mean to.
is so boring.
I didn't mean.
Yes, we're at 1 minute and 30 seconds.
All
So
right, so I'd like to close out tonight by saying thanks, guys, for watching. This is Pride Thread.
yes, yes, Mel.
Yes, Pride Threads, pride-threads.com. On Instagram as well, Pride Threads. It is an inclusive Pride line in Houston, Texas, by a Houstonian. Her name is Mel. She's got some Pride Threads. She got some clothes. Thank guys for watching, and thanks for letting me give you some story times and some interesting
I
stuff.
mean, for real. Okay, thank you, you guys. I hope the next time that we talk, I will have an update about who? Say it with me.
That
The
motherfucker.
cowboy. What'd you say?
I said the cowboy.
I hate you. I like him.
I like him too. I like him to act right.
I mean, he doesn't act wrong.
Yeah.
He acts the way he acts, and that's the whole thing. Okay, and we'll go into the next. That does he act wrong or right, or does he just act the way he acts? Next episode.
I could just pause this, cut this off, and come right back on. We can just go right into the next episode.
I gotta go home to my sick child.
I like how you use your child as an excuse.
I mean, but because her father didn't stay.
She doesn't have a father. She was hatched.
I mean, I'm serious as a heart attack.